Hi, hello, welcome to my video lectures. This is Professor Razu Rolakanti, Department of ECE, St. Peter's Engineering College. I am giving the video lectures in electromagnetic field theory. For second years, ECE and EEE, these are very much useful. Today, I am going to explain Poisson's and Laplace equations. Poisson's and Laplace equations has some speciality of finding the in electromagnetic field theory. You want to find out electric field intensity. So far we have used Coulomb's law or Gauss law when the charge distribution is known. After that we are also using a relation E is equal to minus del V when the potential V is known throughout the region. But in most practical situations, however, neither the charge distribution nor the potential distribution is known. If you want to find out using the Gauss law, we should know the charge distribution. But if you want to use the relation E is equal to minus del V, you have to know the potential. But in most practical situations, the charge distribution or potential distribution is not known. That is why we have, whenever these practical conditions comes, we have to use Poisson's or Laplace equation. We shall consider practical electrostatic problems where only electrostatic conditions at some boundaries are known and it is desired to find E and V throughout the region. Such problems are usually tackled using Poisson's or Laplace equation. One more method is also there. I am not teaching that method here. That method is known as method of images. Poisson, after Poisson's equation is named after the Simon-Denis Poissons in the year 1781 to 1840, a French mathematical physicist. After his name, Denis Poisson, the Poisson equation is there. And then after a French astronomer and mathematician in 1749 and 1829, Pierre Simon de Laplace, this is named as a Laplace equation. These two persons derived these two equations, Poisson's and Laplace equations. The Poisson's and Laplace equations also useful to find the resistance and capacitance. Using Laplace and Poisson's equations, solving problems generally referred as boundary value problems. The concepts of resistance and capacitance also useful here. We shall use Laplace equation in deriving the resistance of an object and the capacitance of a capacitor. Poisson's and Laplace equations are easily derived from Gauss law. Gauss law for electrostatic fields. What is the Gauss law for electrostatic fields? That is del dot D is equal to rho V. This is the Gauss law for electrostatic fields. This equation del dot D is equal to rho V is also known as the Maxwell's first equation. This is used for linear material medium. Suppose it is a linear material medium, we use this one. Linear means D and E are proportional, then we can it as a linear medium. This is the first Maxwell's equation is del dot D is equal to rho V. We know the relation D is equal to E epsilon or epsilon E. Substituting, we are getting rho V is equal to del dot epsilon E. Taking E outside, rho V is equal to epsilon del dot E. Also we know E is equal to minus del V. Substituting E value as minus del V, we are going to have rho V is equal to epsilon del dot of minus del v. Therefore, I am taking rho v to the left hand side. Rho v by epsilon is becomes minus del square v, or del square v is equal to minus rho v by epsilon, which is known as the Poisson's equation. This is for a homogeneous medium. Suppose if the medium is not homogeneous, we have to use the equation rho is equal to epsilon del dot minus del v. This is a equation for Poisson's equation for inhomogeneous medium. Suppose the medium is homogeneous medium, we have to use del square v is equal to minus rho v by epsilon, which is the Poisson's equations for homogeneous mediums. If for a pre-charged region, suppose there is a region without any charge, that is called a free charge region. In pre-charged region, rho v is equal to 0. Substitute rho v is equal to 0 in Poisson's equation, then del square v is equal to 0, which is known as Laplace equations. So what is the Laplace equation? Del square v is equal to 0. What is the Poisson's law? Del square v is equal to minus rho v by epsilon. Suppose del square value, if you want del square value, you know there are Cartesian coordinates, cylindrical coordinates, spherical coordinates. Laplace equation in Cartesian coordinates is del square v by dou square v by dou x square plus dou square v by dou y square plus dou square v by dou z square. This is the equation, Laplace equation in Cartesian coordinate system. Suppose if we want cylindrical and spherical, though the equations are like that: 1 by rho dou rho into rho dou v by dou rho plus 1 by rho square dou square v by dou phi square plus dou square v by dou z square is equal to 0. This is second equation is for cylindrical coordinates, and third equation is for spherical coordinates. Depending on the whether the potential is v, potential v is v of x, y, z. That means in Cartesian coordinates or in cylindrical coordinates or in spherical coordinates, Poisson's equation in these coordinate systems may be obtained simply replacing the right hand side of the equations equal to 0. That is minus rho v by epsilon should be put, that is equal to 0. Laplace equations is of primary importance in solving electrostatic problems involving a set of conductors maintained at different potentials. For example, of such a problem includes capacitors and vacuum tube diodes. Laplace and Poisson's equations are not only useful in solving electrostatic field problem, they are used in various other field problems also. For example, we know the scalar potential V would be interpreted as a magnetic potential in magnetostatics, as temperature in heat conduction, as stress function in fluid function, and a pressure heated in seepage. So if you want to solve a Laplace equation, we are going to have many different solutions for them. Suppose we can solve any equation by using analytical methods or different methods, but we have to get the unique solution. But instead of getting unique solution, we are getting different solutions. But we have to have only one solution. So to get the one solution, we have to use the boundary conditions. If the boundary conditions are satisfied, then only we can confirm this is the solution of that equations. The general procedure for solving Poisson's or Laplace equations. The general procedure may be taken in solving a given boundary value problem involving Poisson's or Laplace equations. First one is solve Laplace's or Poisson's equation using either the direct integration or the separation of variables. Please note down, if you want to solve a Laplace equation or Poisson's equation using either the direct integration or separation of variables. There are two methods to solve direct integration. By using direct integration, you can solve. By using the method of separation of variables, you can solve this problem. But before going to that, I want to tell when you have to use Laplace equation or when you have to use Poisson's equation. It's very simple. Rho is equal to 0, use Laplace equation. Rho v is not equal to 0, go for Poisson equation. I am telling again, if rho v is equal to 0, select Laplace equation. If rho v is not equal to 0, select Poisson's equations. Next thing, v is a function of one variable, go for a direct integration method, or v is a function of more than one variables, go for the method of separation of the variables. The solution at this point is not unique, but expressed in terms of unknown integration constants to be determined. This is the first step. Apply the boundary conditions to determine a unique solution for v value. Imposing the given boundary conditions makes the solution unique. After getting v value, find e value and d value. How you know v value? V means scalar potential value. Use the relation E is equal to minus del V. By using this relation, calculate E value. E means electric field intensity value. If you know the electric field intensity value, use the relation d bar is equal to epsilon E bar, this relation, and find out. Suppose if you know V value, you can find out the E value, then you can also find out the D value by using these relations. If desired, find the charge Q induced on a conductor using Q is equal to integral rho s ds. Where what is rho s? Rho s is dn. What is dn? dn is the component of d normal to the conductor. If necessary, the capacitance between two conductors can be found using the formula C is equal to Q by V. If you know already you know V value, if you know the Q value, then you can also find out the C value. Solving Laplace or Poisson's equation by using step 1 is not always as complicated as it seems. It is very easy, but in some cases the solution may be obtained by mere inspection of the problem. That much of easy. Also, a solution may be checked by going backward and find out if it satisfies both Laplace or Poisson's equations or prescribed boundary conditions. This is how we have to attempt to tackle the Poisson's and Laplace equations. Thank you.